Right. Thank you guys for joining back. We have with us Vishal, who is a technical officer in Kerala Startup Mission. So he will start our first session of the morning. So he'll be handling the session. The session would be basically on the startup ecosystem in Kerala and Kannur. Over to you, sir.
So, very good morning to you, and thank you, Rupak, for inviting me for this event. And I'm very happy that Kannur is coming up with a developer group also. And so here I am talking about startup ecosystem in Kannur and Kerala. So I represent an organization named Kerala Startup Mission. So I'm going to share the screen. Okay. So before that, I just want to know like how many people know about Kerala Startup Mission. So can you reply on the chat? Hello. So no one is responding. So I will be starting my session. Okay. So Kerala Startup Mission is an organization which is coming under government of Kerala. It's basically a nodal agency to support and nurture startups in the state, and it has been working since from last decade. And talking about the journey of the startup mission, it has been started as an incubator. Incubator is a place where a startup or a incubator is, as you know about incubator. Incubator is a place where a child or a business get uh, all supports like funding support or marketing support or infrastructure support is the place. In this TBI, we started in 2006 in Technopark. So, and it's basically a first non-academic incubator in the country, because most of the TBIs were started in IIMs, IITs, and other prominent engineering colleges. So in 2006, we have been recognized as the TBI in the country, and the host institute was Technopark. As you know, the Technopark is the largest job provider in our state, and we have nearly three IT parks: Trivandrum Technopark, Kochi Infopark, and Calicut Cyberpark. So under the roof of Technopark, we started Business Incubation Center in 2006, and within a 1 year of period, we got recognized uh, uh, as the non-academic incubator in the by DST. And the basically the TBI is a mission process in which the government of India will support for 5 years of period, and after 5 years, the government of Kerala has decided to elevate our organization to create more startups in our state, and assigned our agency as nodal agency to do the startup related activities in the state. So, thus, in 2014, our organization Technopa TBI has been designated as the state nodal agency for startups. And we started a lot of schemes, starting from school level, college levels, and also for supporting the startups. Because as all of you know that Startup Mission is basically a state centric organization, and we don't have an larger support for the entrepreneurship ecosystem in the state. Even though we have a lot of manufacturing startups and other things, but in the technology sector we have a lot of limitations. So the government has decided to launch a lot of schemes in which it will create a pipeline from the school level itself. And so due to these activities, we have been recognized as the best government organization, and we have been awarded as the first best organization by the startup policy. And we are the first
Vishal,
state.
sorry to interrupt. Can you do a present of the slide because it's not very clear.
Okay, okay, one second.
Uh, yeah, or maybe you can make it full screen.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on your top right.
Welcome to VoiceOver. VoiceOver speaks descriptions of items on the screen and can be used to control the computer using only your keyboard.
Right.
Right
Thank.
now, yeah. So, in Kerala is the first state to have a dedicated startup policy. So, we launched the startup policy in 2014, and we included a lot of schemes in the 2014 startup policy. Again, by seeing the success of all the schemes, implementation of schemes, the government of Kerala has decided to implement the startup policy, include the startup policy in the IT policy of the state. So again, in 2018, we have been recognized as the best incubator, best startup organization in the country, and we got an DPIIT award. And in 2019, we started our own campus in Cochin, and it's India's largest startup hub. It's known as Integrated Startup Complex, and currently we host nearly 200 plus companies in all facilities: Trivandrum, Kochi, Calicut, and Kasargod, and we recently started in Palakkad also. So this is the brief journey. And talking about the Kerala system ecosystem, we have nearly 2,500 startups in the state, which includes startups incubated in the other incubators, such as we support all the incubators in the state. Like all of you knew that Kannur have two incubators, basically Kannur Technology and MI Zone. So we support them by giving some of the financial supports and infrastructure support. So likewise, we have total number of 40 incubators in the state, and we support them. So the total number of startups, 2,500 belongs from these 40 incubators, and some of them not incubated in the startup incubators also. And apart from that, we have four accelerators. So one is supported by Brink, which is basically a Hong Kong-based Hong Kong-based hardware accelerator, which supports hardware startups. And second is like we have an accelerator in Calicut, which is known as Mobile 10x. They specifically work with mobile application-based companies. And other two is like one we supported in Kochi 10K startup, and other is in Trivandrum, which is EY startup. Like it's basically known as Key. It's a joint initiative by Kerala Startup Mission and EY, where EY will be giving the knowledge support. And we are also in touch with a lot of other accelerators, such as Zone Accelerator, Canadian based accelerator, and we also support with DP World. DP is Dubai Port World. So we are working with DP World. So some of the projects are going on. Again, it's an cohort based accelerator program. And we have 230 mini incubators. Mini incubators, basically we support, as I mentioned in my first slide, like we all started schemes from school level and college levels, because we don't have then entrepreneurship, what to say, like background, because most of the students or the people will prefer to go for a white collar job or a government job or something. So there is no legacy of entrepreneurship in our state. So we decided to start a scheme known as IEDC, Innovation Entrepreneurship Development Center in colleges, and we have been able to set up nearly 230 IEDCs, which is basically known as small incubators. The main theme is to support the student startups. They can incubate there, they can work there, and they can start their own venture. So it's a collective initiative by government of engineering colleges, then arts and science colleges, polytechnic colleges. So we have 230 mini incubators in our state, and I will talk about that IEDC success, one of the success story from IEDC. And other thing is like we have been able to give 13.7 crore of grant. So we have a grant scheme, innovation grant scheme. Like uh, it's divided into three stages. Like if you have an idea, you can apply for that. With that idea, you will be able to get up to 2 lakhs. It's a grant. And second stage is if you have some product, you can apply for the second part of that uh, innovation grant, which is up to 7 lakh. And finally, if you have a product and you are generating some revenue from that product, you can apply for the scale up grant, which is an amount of 12 lakhs. So we have been able to provide the fund for nearly 300 plus startup plus in initial idea based companies. Okay. And right now some of the fund crunches are there, but whenever the state get fund, we will be resuming this innovation grant. And seed fund is another funding thing. Basically we provide seed fund in which we will be charging an interest of 6%. It's a soft loan. So initially, last in 2010 or 2005 time, no one was giving loan for this hardware startup or any software startup. As you all know, like whenever we approach the bank, they will be talking about, if you have a tangible asset, we will fund. Otherwise, we won't fund. So at that time, the government of India decided to start a seed fund where you can support startups coming up with innovative ideas. So this is like a revolving fund. We started with an 2-3 crore fund. We given to a lot of companies, and by repaying this amount, we created this 10 crore fund. And another funding scheme is like we have an funds of fund where we have been able to attach nearly 4 venture capitalist fund. So if you have a company and your product is doing good and creating good revenue from that product, you can approach for that fund also. And talking about the Kerala ecosystem, we have been able to create 10,000 plus employment through this startup. It's an average amount. It may be nearly 15,000 plus employment will be there, and 3,000 plus aspiring entrepreneurs are there. Like in the innovation grant, we received total number of ideas are like 5,000 plus. So it means like half of them will be interested, and a lot of people are trying with new ideas also. And next is like it's an ecosystem analysis by Inc 42. Actually, we have been tied with Inc 42, so they are doing some ecosystem report for us, and we support as Kerala Startup Mission's intent is to support product based companies. So we have nearly 77% product based companies and service based companies 23. So hope you understand the difference between product and service. So the thing is like that service based companies are not up to that much level, because the scalability is very difficult to them, because it will take nearly 5 or 10 years to scale up, and unless until you don't have an innovative idea. Okay. So when you talk about the product based company, so within a period of 1 year or 2 year, you can understand that this product will work or not work. So if you're working to create a product based company, you will take 1 year to create some prototype, and you understand that it won't work and it won't fit for the market. So at that time, you stop your thing and you can come back and rework. Okay. So that's why we are promoting the product based companies, and the men and women co-founder ratio is like men ratio is nearly 87%, and women ratio is 13%. So when I talk about like 2,500 startups are in our ecosystem, so 58% of the total numbers are incubated in the incubators across the state, and 42% are not incubated in an incubator. They started their operations outside in any of the offices. Like, so we have a ratio of student startups and professional startups, in which 88% of the startups are basically professional guys, so who have worked for a company or have a couple of years of experience, and started with their new idea, and 12% with the student startup. So we focus in to basically business to government, and business to customer, business to business, and business to business, and again that's the focus area. So major sector wise analysis, like, so as you know, Kerala have nearly in Trivandrum we have 300 plus companies in Technopark, and in Cochin it will be nearly 200, and in Cyberpark it will be coming 100. Like, so the analysis says like from startup companies, most of them are into IT sector, and second highest is in healthcare, and third is in education, and fourth is in hardware. But recently the trends are going up, like See, most of the people are trying out something in the hardware and IoT, as we have a good legacy of electronics and hardware ecosystem in our state. As all of you know that Keltron was a very successful model actually. Uh, in 1970s, Keltron have been able to create televisions, then a lot of electronic and hardware things. So we have a legacy. So we are right now leveraging this ecosystem, and we started one of the hardware incubator in Kochi known as Maker Village. So they are specifically into this thing, and apart from that, we also have some of the prototyping facilities like Fab Labs and Future Labs, so which will be in the next slide. Okay. So in a single in a like stakeholder in the ecosystem, it's a single picture where it represents like who are the stakeholders for the startup ecosystem. So basically, we work with technology incubators. We have nearly 5 DST approved technology incubators in our state, and apart from that, we also work with other incubators. We have a technology innovation zone. As I mentioned, like integrated startup complex in Cochin. So we host multiple sector incubator. We have biotechnology incubator there. We have a hardware incubator there. We have IT and electronics incubator there. We have a super fab lab there. We have been have a list of advisors and mentors. So they are ready, always ready to advise or mentee the startups. And we basically work with also young entrepreneurs. As I mentioned, like we work with school level and IEDCs. So they are basically we are creating some of the pipelines. So we sow some seeds, and within a period of 5 years or 10 years, it will become some plant or big tree, right? And we also work with some of the state and central governments, and we have a good pool of investors and VCs. And currently we are tied up with a lot of research institutes, like in research institute, most of the faculties of the students only concentrate for the patent or research paper. So after that, publishing that papers, these are all into the shelves. So we are right now working with the academic or research institutes to open up that paper, so that the startups can get the problem statement. So they can work on that problem statement, and they can create some solution from that. So we work with other accelerators and industry partners. So community and society, we have an community program in which we have been supporting nearly 10 to 15 communities. Basically, GDG is there, Mozilla is there, then Prayana is there, and some of the rural other sector communities are there. So we will be supporting this community, and these communities will be helping to get more startups from the ecosystem. So so talking about the schemes for schools, colleges, we have an IEDC scheme, Innovation Entrepreneurship Development Centers. So we started from school level. We have created a Raspberry Pi program where we have been able to give nearly 10,000 Raspberry Pi among the school students. This program was jointly initiated by ITH School, which is a government of Kerala initiative, and we also started electronics at school, where we have been given some of the small electronic equipments for students. It's like plug and play equipments to create some enthusiasm in the students. And we usually organizes Future Spark program, where we will be talking about a little bit of robotics, little bit of AR, VR. So it will be creating some enthusiasm in the students. That's why we run this program, Future Sparks. And our flagship, like we have been able to tie up with nearly 230 colleges in the state. So it's a biggest network, and a lot of student startups are coming from the these colleges, but numbers are very less. But we are promoting that also, and we run a lot of evangelization program for the students also. So talking about incubators and accelerators, as I mentioned, like we have 2,500 plus startups in the state, and we have 40 incubators. We have specifically hardware incubators, Then we have 4 accelerators. We promote right now co-working spaces. We have co-working spaces in Trivandrum, Cochin, Calicut, Palakkad also. And special incubators is again, it's jointly work with other departments to create special needs. Like we are working with NISH. NISH is basically National Institute for Speech and Hearing, where we have started an incubator. We will be supporting them. It's basically to create some of the ideas in that sector to eradicate that problem. And next incubator is like brick is there. Basically we are working with Cochin Care Center, and Startup Mission is started an incubator where if someone is coming up with some innovative ideas in that sector, they can be incubated and get supported in that sector. And infrastructure and training and idea generation. So we have an infrastructure of nearly 2.62 lakhs across the state. As I mentioned, in Trivandrum, Cochin, Calicut, Kasaragod, and Palakkad, it's directly under Scala Startup Mission. And apart from that, we also support other incubators. So we have a Fab Labs. As all of you know, like Fab Labs is basically fabrication lab, which is a brainchild of MIT Professor Dr. Gershon Field, Neil Gershon Field. So we started. We initially we have set up 2 Fab Labs in Trivandrum and Cochin, and after that we uh, extended the Fab Labs by implementing in 22 colleges. And right now, in last January, we have been able to implement Super Fab Lab, which is the second in the world actually. First, it's in USA, and second, we have been established in Cochin. And right now, this Super Fab Lab is helping us to create some of the products to in this COVID situation. Like ventilators are creating some other equipments are creating in this thing. And we have idea days. As I mentioned, that innovation grant, we have been able to conduct nearly 17 idea days, and we have been able to identify nearly 300 plus startups and also funded them. So Demand Day is other program where we support the government problems, and this government problems will be shared with the startups, and startups can come up with innovative solution. Like so, recently you'll be knowing like that BevQ app. It's a part of Demand Day, or market as a government as a marketplace. So the government has a requirement that we need a virtual queue system. So we collected the requirement from that department, and we will be circulating among the startups. So startups will be coming up with a proposal, and this proposal will be evaluated by the committee. So like that, the government department and the startup will get benefited. So we usually conduct hackathons, and we have an future technology labs also. So talking about funding and support, like as I mentioned, like grants are there, seed funds are there, angel funds are there. Some of the angel investors are there. So they, if some interesting products are there, so the investors are ready to put some angel fund there. So evangelization for early stage funds are there. So patent support, we have a scheme known as patent reimbursement support. If you have in some patent thing, and you have filed, and you have applied for that getting patent, you can request Startup Mission to get the reimbursement scheme, where you have to submit the original documents, and we will cross check through that documents, and we will reimburse the amount which have been spent for the this patent process. So talking about the other thing, market and enterprise development, we have a government as a marketplace. Then we have scale up space also. So incubation center and incubators are basically giving support to the early stage startups. And within a period of 1 year or 1.5 years, we insist them to move from the incubation center. And next we have scale up space, where it's a quite little big space, and the rent is also high. And we also support by taking startups to international events, and we usually set up business meetings with the international delegations also. So these are the basic schemes which basically Startup Mission is doing. and it's a picture of Fab Lab. Fab Lab is basically used for this prototyping. So we have CNCs, then 3D printers, and electronic sections where you can create a prototype, and you can work with the machines. We have a network of 22 Fab Labs across the state. High precision machining capabilities are there. R&D projects and facility trainings. Some of the big companies like TCS, Tata Elxsi usually use this facility to create some product, innovative product. So the future technology labs, like basically, uh, as as its name, we are creating this future technology lab. We currently have AR VR excellence center of excellence with the support of Unity. We have a lot of gadgets like GPUs are there. Then GPUs means basically, if people are working with AI and other things, you can get access of this GPU by requesting with the future technology lab. So some of the startups are getting this GPU server access, and we also create some of the sessions and trainings under the future technology labs. So, coming to startup event, these are the flagship events of startup mission. Hash Future basically, it's a flagship event jointly organized by Government of Kerala and Department of IT. Huddle Kerala is basically it's a networking event where a lot of startups, investors, then big corporates come in the event and participate, and it's like formal interaction with these startups is happening. And Seeding Kerala is basically it's an annual event where investors come. A lot of sessions will be happening. Then HNI trainings will be happening. Some of the investment will be happening. Last February we organized fifth edition of the Seeding Kerala, and we have been able to create a fund of 15 crores on that event. And IEDC Summit is the flagship event, which is specifically for the student community. So these are the partners, incubation partners. We partnered with directly with Maker Village, which is in hardware incubator. Then Time is another medtech incubator, which is supported by Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute of Medical Science and Technology. KSIDC, it's in another incubator supported by Kerala State Industrial Development Corporation. And we also support IIM Kozhikode Live. There's an incubator in the IIM Kozhikode, and we have IMA Mobile 10x. So ecosystem partners are like Invest India. Invest India is basically Government of India's body. Then Singularity University, we organized a Singularity workshop here also. Then Fab Foundation is there, Bring is there, Let's Venture is another partner which supports for the funding activities. So the service partners are like Google Cloud, Adobe, Razorpay, MathWorks, ClearTax, Soho. So we provide free credits for the startups. If anyone interested to get these services, you can mail me so that I can connect with the right person to get the credits. So industry partners, currently we have industry partners like we are working with Airbus, Unity, Altair, CII, SIDAC, Bharat Petroleum, FICCI, NASCOM, IMA, IEEE, TiE Kerala. Academic institutions, we are working with Center for Bits and Atoms, which is coming under MIT. Illinois, last year we signed an MOU with Illinois, but right now we are working on it. We are already tied up with IIM Ahmedabad, CID. Last year we organized a CID design workshop. Then ICT Academy is there, IIM Kerala and IIM Bangalore, where we will be sending our startups to the training. So these are the pictures of some of the international startup delegations where we have taken startups to present their product in international market. And global exchange program, some of the global people will be coming and we will be giving some of the training. So these are the global exchange programs. So startup stories which made a social impact. These are the startups which created a social impact. Gen Robotics is a startup uh, which is creating a robo it's manual scavenging. Their mission is to remove the manual scavenging, and they have created robot to clean the manholes and Nava is another startup which is into the agriculture sector, and Navolt is a Cochin-based startup. They have created India's first solar ferry, and Sinext is basically into Duff and Dumb. They create content for the Duff and Dumb people. QCopy is basically is another platform. Right now, you people know like GeoK Direct. GeoK Direct is the product of QCopy. So they have been working with the government in the time of Nipah and this COVID also. So they have created a platform where they will be pushing uh, original messages, not the fake message. The government will be pushing messages through their application. And I Love 9 Month is another initiative which is basically supporting a lot of things for the pregnant ladies. So talking about the success story of the IEDC, so we have been created a case study of a startup from which evolved from the IEDC. The startup name is Gen Robotics. So in 2016, a group of innovators from IEDC MES Kuttipuram has created some prototype in like exoskeleton, and we have been able to fund nearly 30,000 at that time for creating that prototype. And after 1 year, after completing their graduation, so these people were working in another companies. So one time in a meeting, IT secretary has told like has seen this picture, have gone through this picture. So he decided to call these students, and the IT secretary told like we have a problem like this manual scavenging. So do you have any innovation, or do you have any capability to remove this manual scavenging? So initially they were not confident at that level, but after 1 month period, they came back and they told that we are ready to create a solution, and they came up with an product named Bandicoot, and they started their operations in 2017. And initially they got 2 lakh idea grant, which is coming under our innovation grant, and they started the Gen Robotics company, and within a period of 1 year, they have been able to get a fund of nearly 2 crores from various organizations like BPCL, then other venture capitalists and other government organization also. They initially launched their prototype in 2018, and it was tested successfully. And in 2018, they have been continuously iterating their product. And in 2019, Prime Minister's office called and invited them to showcase in an event where even General Secretary was also there. So it's a simple journey started from 2016 and reached here, and right now their company evaluated nearly 200 crores. So that is the success story we are expecting from all the student community or the professional community from the state. So this is a simple case study. You can, if you want, take the picture. So this is about Kerala Startup Mission. So if you have any query, I will be more than happy to answer.
Right. Thank you, Vishal, for the great session.
Yeah.
There was a question from Suraj.
Yeah.
So Suraj's question is, when I start my company, how do I apply to get support from the startup mission? And yeah, that's a question.
See, so we are open to all the startups in Kerala. So if you are a company which is registered in Kerala, you are eligible to get the support from Kerala Startup Mission. Okay. So if you need, first of all, you just categorize what support you need from Kerala Startup Mission. So if you need infrastructure support, you can apply for the incubation support. If you need funding support, you can apply for that innovation grant or seed fund. And if you need some other support like marketing support or this support, you can send me a mail, or you can connect any other person in the startup mission. So first of all, you have to figure out what help you need from the startup mission. We are ready to support all the startups, and the thing is like that we support only product based startups. So if you are coming up with some service based companies, and you should be having some innovative product. Otherwise, like as I mentioned, like it will take lot of time to scale. It's like a patient in a ventilator. You will be getting enough support from the ventilator, but you can't survive, right? That is the main difference between product and the service thing. Okay, I hope I answered your question.
Uh, yeah, just to add to that, when you said apply, do we send an email to you, or is there an application form on the Kerala Startup Mission website?
See, currently we are for incubation, okay, for getting infrastructure support, we are running a program named Fail Fast or Succeed. Okay, so basically, Fail Fast Succeed, we will be sending a mail in the people who are in that ecosystem, or you can apply. You can subscribe our emailers or e-letter newsletters. So we will be circulating all the things in that newsletter. You can apply for that thing. And for other support like marketing support or any other funding support, you can send an email so that I can connect with the right person. So
Okay.
my mail id is in the last slide, I think, or you can share.
Yes, you can send it to me. I'll share it across to all the
Okay, I
attendees.
can right away share in this
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. Do we have any other questions?
Questions, there is some question. Can the slide be shared? Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
So, talking about the Kannur ecosystem. Okay, you also mentioned like to mention about Kannur. So Kannur is very vibrant place, and this there is a lot of entrepreneurs and people who are really enthusiastic about the Kannur. And initially, the Mr. Nitin will be taking session, right? So Nitin has created a small ecosystem there. They started in Kannur Technology there, and nearly some of the people startups are coming and incubating there. They will be also getting all the support from Kerala Startup Mission. And apart from that, they have also started some co-working space where they have given the space for Byju's and other companies also. And MI Zone is another incubator. It's a group of people who are really interested to do something for the Kannur, and they are continuously working. They have created this MI Zone. Nearly 40 plus companies are incubating there, and another institute, another organization named PC Commune, Positive Commune. Have you heard about this thing? Positive Commune is there. It's basically a lot of entrepreneurs are there, so they are regularly organize programs like meetups. It's like a commune GDG or other developer group. Uh, their intention is to come in and place and share about new things and implement that thing. So these are the things happening in Kannur, and Kannur have coming up with other paths also, not only in IT. So Kannur is having a lot of ecosystem, and the people and the mindset of the Malabar people are very high. So talking with Ajit Balakrishnan. Have you heard about Ajit Balakrishnan?
He's a Rediff CEO, right?
Yeah, Rediff CEO. So when I invited a program for which is organizing in Trivandrum, he talked like the people from Trivandrum or Kochi are not interested to start an entrepreneurship journey. The people from that Malabar area are very risk-taking people. So he is very proud to say that. So like that. Kannur have a good ecosystem, and we are ready to support not only in Kannur, not as a part of Kerala Startup Mission. We are supporting all the people from the state. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Vishal. A
Can
few.
I get both funding and incubation?
Yeah.
Yes, sure. You can get funding. So the problem right now, which is I'm sharing, like right now we are running means we are we don't have fund right now because state is facing a lot of issues. But with the time of 6 months or 3 months, we will be able to get funds from government of Kerala so that at that